Hi, I'm Rob Cram, and today we're taking a look at Omega Force's Toukiden Kiwami, which is basically released on the PlayStation 4 and is available also on the PlayStation Vita handheld device. You might be familiar with Omega Force. They are the developers of the long-standing Dynasty Warriors game and Samurai Warriors, etc. They recently released Blade Storm. And this is a kind of different departure for them, and it's something that is definitely a more agreeable game, as they've ditched the kind of traditional formula that they use with the Dynasty Warriors games to create something a bit more enticing and engaging for players. Now, I'm a big fan of Dragon's Dogma, which is obviously from Capcom's camp, and to me this feels very much in that kind of ballpark, very similar, and definitely worth checking out if you're a fan of that game. So I'm just going to quickly run through the opening moment here, where you just basically create a character, and then I'll load up my sort of game where I've made a bit of progress. So obviously you can choose between male and female avatar. You can change the hairstyle, hair color, as you can see. I'm not going to go through all of them. Then you can change the face. Let's see, have a look at that. And then the skin tone and the voice and such like. So I'll continue my game. That did say 14 hours 55 minutes there, but I think the clock continues ticking regardless. So basically this is my avatar, female character, that I've called the Cram Slayer. And this is my sort of home where I can save the game, check my stock, go online. And then I've got two choices here. I can go to the command center or into the village, where I can communicate and converse with shopkeepers and, you know, the traditional RPG kind of fare. Here are the sort of characters that I team up with. I can just say hello to them and they'll give me a bit of dialogue. Here's a shopkeeper. I can upgrade my weapons here, create weapons and armor, which is quite handy, something that you should be doing on a frequent basis. Then your traditional shopkeeper that sells all sorts of goods. And then you've got this element where you've got mitamars, which accompany your character. They're almost kind of like the leveling up system, where basically you equip them to your weapon and then they give you these extra boosts which will help you in combat. So when you combine that with leveling up your weapon and equipping them, you've got that kind of additional power. So I mean, if I just look through the ones I've collected, you'll gain them from defeating the Oni or monsters or enemies that you come across. And I don't know whether I should be leveling up all of these, and but I've kind of stuck with my attack powered Minamoto no Yorimitsu character and Lady Takiwa, which are offering me some decent boosts. Now I've managed to equip two by upgrading my Oni knives. And yeah, so basically you've got this hub world. This is the hub of operations. You converse with the NPCs and the your party members, and then basically in the command room here you converse with the characters. I'll just skip this dialogue. And then I'll show you. So here's your kind of commander. Now basically what is really cool about this game is, and I'll show you the training, is that you've got all these different kinds of weapons. Sword, knife, spear, gauntlet. And they're not kind of generic weapons. Basically each one handles very differently. So I've currently sort of mastered the knife kind of character. I mean, I can change my weapon, so I'm using dual knives, but the long sword handles very differently spear, different set of kind of skills to use, longbows, even a ranged rifle. They've all got their own kind of style, and you can sort of change as you see fit or specialize in a particular style. And I've chosen the blades. I happen to like that style. So basically we talk to our U character here. She will give us side quests. You don't actually do them, you just collect. These are just like collecting items, and then you can complete them. And then the main missions. Now I'm only on chapter 3, but you can see I've done quite a few missions here, and you can replay them. Obviously the ones in red will progress the story. So let's go with these are kind of like boss characters now. Slay the evil Tengu. Now I have repeated these kind of boss character battles numerous times throughout the story, so we'll do it again. So we'll beat the evil Tengu. So now I can select from these party members. They've all got different weapons, and then I'm going to go with my all-female team. And then for the first time we can send our characters out on a separate mission to gain extra items. So we'll get them to take on the boss. Okay, I mean we can zoom in and look at the character up close. There's lots of different items and equipment you can... And you can even change the hairstyle should you choose. I mean, I'll change the hair colour. There you go, brown. And then obviously there's you register equipment. If you've got a specific set of equipment that you're quite attached to, you can save it into a slot. I'll register this weapon. There you go, I've got a... So you can have a nice bank of weapons and armor that you've stored that you can just swap in and out. But I'm going to keep that outfit for now. So let's go onwards to the next mission. So basically you just keep doing these missions. They progress the story, and then there's side extra missions that you can do to gain more items. But it's a complete departure from the typical Dynasty Warriors that you might expect. I mean, it's still kind of hack and slash style gameplay, but there's a few more tactics sort of thrown in as well, which is quite cool. So, I mean, here these are kind of generic basic enemies. You can sort of lock on to enemies. I mean, the AI teams can be ordered to follow me rather than independently go and... And once an enemy is killed, you then use this skill, I can't remember what it's called, and then you collect their items from them. I think this mission requires us to kill a number of those winged creatures. So I mean, I can set the AI to support me or attack my specific target, or just freely roam on their own accord. And I mean, compared to Bladestorm, the graphics are a huge improvement, and they're actually not bad. I mean, they're not the best looking graphics, but they do a good job here, I think, considering. And you know, the gameplay's pretty smooth. I've not seen any hiccups or anything like that. I mean, it's playing smoothly. I mean, there's not a lot to complain about in this game, other than maybe a bit of repetition. But again, that's down to how much you can take. It's a bit subjective, really. Attack these beasts. I mean, we are quite powerful characters now against these standard enemies. So, I mean, if we get to fight something slightly larger than these, here are the cannons. I will demonstrate some more tactics. I mean, you've got to hit specific body parts on the boss characters to take them down. And then obviously if you can get your team to coordinate their attacks, you can produce more powerful attacks on the enemy. And there's a vision mode that you can now check to see the status of your enemies, but that uses up your focus. The yellow bar beneath the blue health bar. See, and he went down just way too easily. So the here we can use our special skills during battle, which give us sort of boosts that are equipped to the weapon that I showed you earlier. And these obviously are very useful when fighting the boss characters, not so much these kind of generic enemies. Just been through here. So we need to find those winged creatures. Up here. Too easy. So what's cool about this game, and that's no pun intended given the level that we're on, is that you can play this online with 3 other human teammates on a separate kind of story based on phases. It's called the phases are basically the level that you're at in the story, and a way of communicating your level that you're on with other players, so that you don't sort of join games that have players that are a much higher level than you. And yeah, it's pretty cool that you can coordinate and team up and take down the game's story or infinite missions. Mission accomplished. Oh, that was kind of easy, but that's the kind of basic premise behind a lot of the standard missions. Go into the levels, destroy a certain amount of a specific type of enemy, or defend a specific area by clearing out the enemies. or taking on one of the larger boss characters. Mission accomplished. Got some extra items there, which is handy. So I can now replay any of the missions, I believe, and I'll demonstrate that now. And I'll go into one of the missions. Where we'll slay the Pyroterics. So we'll go with our all-girl team again. Okay, let's do it. So we prepare ourselves. Let me set the them all to attack. It's a singular enemy that we need to focus on. Let's take him down. So I just quickly switch to the this view. You can see its body parts: wings, tail, talons, and head. So these are the areas that we must focus on as a team. Basically, if your team can attack the same body part simultaneously, then you'll get a special boost which will enable you to unleash a more powerful attack. So you do have to just chip away at this enemy. I mean, if we look at the status, its shield sort of going down. Alright, we've broken its shield. Now we can cause it some damage. Right, it's flopped over. So the purple means that its tail has been damaged now. So we'll focus on a different body part. See its health dropping slowly. Oh, my health is dangerously low there. Not paying attention. Oh. So one of the other characters dropped that health, that healing mist, which is pretty cool. So I mean, the AI does a pretty decent job. And if you're into just playing a single player game, then there's a lot to do here. And it's quite fun and rewarding playing with the AI teammates. Ah, we've got a new Mitama. I need to sort of boost my health up a bit here. Get rid of these minions. Use some boosts there. Unleash my special attack. Cause him a bit of damage there. So that blue meter on the very left of the screen, once that fills up, I'll be able to unleash a more powerful chain attack. But that has to be built by teammates attacking the same body part, which is a bit more difficult to coordinate with AI than it is with human opponents. Oh, fell for that hook, line and sinker. I mean, if anyone's watching this play Dragon's Dogma, the similarities are uncanny. I mean, you don't get the open area to explore, but I mean, the combat, the style is very similar indeed. And seeing as we haven't had a Dragon's Dogma game for a while, and Dragon's Dogma Online is a way off, this is definitely worth checking out if you're a fan and looking for some more action RPG gameplay. Got a third of his health left. Almost got enough attack power now. Yes, we're ready to unleash our powerful attack. Oh, and I think I missed. Terrible, I missed. Hacking away at those wings there. My leech boost. I get health from attacking, that'll just boost my health up. Oh, he's definitely going down. He's taken a lot of damage now. So he's on his last legs. I don't think he's going to make it. He's going off. Say goodnight, you winged fiend, as I unleash my special attack. Boom! Mission accomplished. Okay, well that was a cool boss battle. I mean, it doesn't get old. Just raining down on these enemies. Taking them down a peg or two. Let me just absorb his items, which will be great for crafting new weapons and armor. An assured victory. Okay, well look, this is Toukiden Kiwami. I mean, I could try and show you some of the online stuff, but it's pretty much the same flavor. You got 3 AI people, or 3 sort of human players to team up with. I mean, you can send messages to each other during the battle. And we've got that new Mitama. And it's back to base, where you reformulate your squad and level up your equipment and do it all over again. So I mean, here's some messages that you can send to other people whilst you're playing. And obviously you've got these gestures and emotes. So yeah, I think this is a pretty cool game. I think it's one of Omega Force's best games that they've made in a long time. Definitely an improvement on the formula with Dynasty Warriors, although they're different kind of games. I really like what they've done with this, and I'm impressed. It's a shame it's not on other systems. That it's just unique to the PlayStation 4. It would have been great on Xbox One as well. But you can't have everything. Okay, this is Toukiden Kiwami. Check it out. I'm Rob Cram. Thanks for watching.